Hello everyone, here we are again, and it's actually quite an extraordinary day because today is a year, this parasha is a year since we first started this weekly words of wisdom and trying to bring all of you some love and to show that we care about you. Well, it's a year later, and what have we learned? Well, actually we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about ourselves. We've learned how to be at home by ourselves, or if we're lucky to have a partner with us. We've learned to build up our own self-esteem and our confidence, because it's awfully difficult not being able to be with people, with friends, with family, with grandchildren. So what have we done? We've been on Zoom, we've been on the computer, we've been on the phone, we've gone shopping online, we've helped our neighbors. We're even talking to people we didn't even like to talk to before. We've made friends with people we didn't like, because out of loneliness we've done all these things over the year. Well, even though I keep saying better times are coming, we have to be a little bit more patient. I know Hashem is behind us and He's helping us, so please continue to be kind, to make those phone calls, to be good to yourself, to be good to other people. And please God, this will all end soon. And I want to thank all of you for watching these videos, for caring enough to hear what we have to say. And I want you all to appreciate that what we are doing and have done is purely out of love and caring for everyone. And to thank our wonderful film crew for doing this every single week in all weathers. Now I would like to introduce you to my wonderful husband, Rabbi Benzaquen, to give his words of wisdom. Bye.
And here is the rabbi.
And here's the rabbi, my wonderful husband.
Hello everybody. It's so nice to be able to speak again. You know, on the Perashat Vayekhel. And this really, I remember it's a whole year. And it's when we started talking Perashat Vayekhel last time, and Vayakhel-Pekude. Now there are two parashiot. It's very interesting that these parashiot are part of the group of parashiot. We started from the beginning, from Truma, Kitisa, now Vayakhel-Pekude. You know, it's the entire, the rest of the book of Shemot, of Exodus, is speaking about the building of the sanctuary, what went into it. And now is when Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses is giving an account exactly of every penny, meaning every item that was donated by the Jewish people, the people of Israel, toward the building of the sanctuary. He is giving, like a bookkeeper, he's keeping exactly each item, where it went and who contributed and so on. Very fascinating. I remember that I was reading from the most wonderful commentary that always we used to have, and we still have, from Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zichrono Livracha, who was brilliant when he explained everything. And he said the whole idea from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, from God, to build the Mishkan, was that the children of Israel, even while they were in Egypt, and Moshe Rabbeinu intervened on their behalf to Pharaoh, and then things got even worse, they complained. They complained even while they were at the Sea of Reeds. Before they crossed, they said, what are we doing now? Why did you bring us out from Egypt? Just to kill us in the middle of the desert? That's what we said. Don't we have enough cemeteries so that we have to die in here? Then later, when they crossed the sea, again they started complaining about the lack of water, and even when they had water, it was a bitter water, the food, everything was complaining, which means that constantly everything was given to them, miracles, so much that happened that God was doing for them. And what happened is, is like everything else. When people are dependent on others, when everything is given to them in a plate, they take things for granted and they concentrate themselves only in how they can complain. They want to have everything that they take for granted to be perfect. So constantly they are complaining. God says, I think that this dependency is not what they need. What they need is that they should contribute together to build something. Not that God is doing for them. They should build something for God, but for themselves in a way, so that they can feel that they are contributing and they give value to what they are contributing themselves. And this is what he says, it's a wonderful thing. And now Moshe Rabbeinu gives an account of everything that was contributed. And why the detail and detail? He start Vayakhel. Vayakhel, he begin, for the first thing is, the first mitzvah, he said that Vayakhel, he gathered everybody together. The first thing he speak to them is about Shabbat. And the Shabbat, when he speak about Shabbat, he said in the pasuk, he said, Sheshet yamim te'aseh melacha ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat Shabbaton yeh lachem kodesh kol ha'oseh bo melacha yumat. He said, you have to observe the Shabbat and you have to stop the building of the Mishkan on Shabbat. Why? Because the Mishkan is to come close to God. That's what it was, the whole idea of Mishkan. When you observe Shabbat, you are close to God already, because that's what it is when you are with your family and when you are with learning, when we are in the synagogue, when you are everywhere, you are dedicating the day to Shabbat, to God. That Shabbat is bringing you close. So therefore, the Mishkan, the Shabbat overrules even the work of the Mishkan. And now Moshe Rabbeinu is saying that every item that everybody contributed is accounted for, and there is nothing that is not worth to account and consider it worthwhile. Every little act that the people of Israel were doing, every individual, their contribution is valued and is very important. And therefore this is what every one of us should think. We should never think, oh well, I cannot contribute like everybody else does because they have got or they are important. No, you, whatever you do, little thing that you do is so important. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu counted every little item. And not only that, you see, for example, people contributed gold, silver, copper. Now even the gold that was needed for the ark, the construction of the ark, there was gold from the outside and from both sides and inside and in the middle was wood, but it was gold. Everything was gold. Whatever was in the ark there was gold. But you needed a center where to put the ark. And that was built from silver, you know, the sockets were from silver. And then out of the silver, if you want to offer anything, you needed the copper as well. So each one needed to the other. The same thing here. Everybody contributed in whatever they could do. There are women who contributed to be able to weave, to weave the hair of goats, or the hair of the lamb, and anything that was needed to build the Mishkan. Even people who were ingenuity, that were architects. There was somebody who was just doing the things that they needed to be done. Each one counted. And therefore, it is so important to know you count everything that you do. Every little act, whether if it is you say hello to somebody, if you bring a smile to somebody, don't ever think that goes wasting. Because you think about it, you know, the greatest part of things that change history was a little act. It started with a little act. You know what started? Moshe became the great leader of the people of Israel was because his mother, that was the daughter of Pharaoh, she saw and cared to listen to a cry of a baby. And the same thing, Joseph, he became the great leader of Egypt and so on, Why? Because he cared when he saw he was in prison and he saw those two, the cupbearer and the Opheh, which was the baker. He went and he said, "Hello, how are you? What's happening? Why you feel uncomfortable? You feel depressed?" And that act, it led to him becoming the Viceroy of Egypt. So Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.